constructed and owned by the fishing cooperatives to try and make some money in competition with all these fancy dive resorts and things, and actually they're very popular with the locals. Luckily not at 4 o'clock in the morning, but in the evenings especially they're very popular. The young people come down here to drink, underage drink Red Horse. How they drink that I don't know. One time Lila and I went to a beach north of Dumagetti. We couldn't get Pilsner, so the guy said, "Oh, try this." Well, we tried it. It was very nice. Mastered up, got on the scooter and promptly fell off. So I don't know what they put in it, but it's 9% alcohol anyway, and someone said they put in gin or something to give it some kick. So locals drink it because it's a cheap way of getting drunk, if you get what I mean. You know, you don't have to spend too much money to get out of your skull. I'm walking along. These are fish traps. These canoes haven't been used for a long time. I'm going to go on this Korean wall. The law is people must have access to the beach, and you can't build below the high water mark or something like that. And they've all done that. So have foreigners with their houses to make themselves private beaches. So the locals have to walk like this. I can tell you this ledge is slippery as hell. Walk like this, cross their slipway, which shouldn't be there, and then cross another wall. Someone else has built bloody wall, and then again and again, until they reach what is actually a very nice rock-free beach. So you can imagine this is a little salt course, and you get old ladies doing it every day because they want to swim and walk in the surf without kicking their toes, as I do, on a bit of coral or something, which is where I swim from and snorkel from, and where Gary the spear fisherman start off from. You first got to walk across some rocks. You get to sand, but then if the water's not clear, you stub your toe on an outcrop of coral or something like that. So it's quite important that people are able to walk along the beach, but they aren't able without doing what I've just done. It looks again like rain behind us, so let's see. It's just, we keep seeing these signs of rain, and then, as I said, they go everywhere but here. Alright, unfortunately people are not very good with their rubbish, despite the fact that the cooperative put a rubbish sack at each cabana, pile, whatever you call it, but it's just too far, a few meters, not even that, to throw it in the sack. So I cleaned up the other day and I was told off. They said, "You're the mad Ukrainian, you don't have to do things like that." And I said, "Well, I'm also Filipino now, so I do have to do it. You let me come here free." So I said, "Well, we're not exactly got a waiting list at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, David." So anyway, I gave the guy who cleans up 100 less than $2. He said, well, take that as a sort of rent for however many days you think that's worth, and the head of the cooperative tried to give it back to me, and I said, no. So we fair is fair here, you're trying to make a living. But I must say they're beautifully constructed, these bamboo cabanas, high up on them. And I love to come just sit down here as I'm doing today. I'm not swimming. I should be, but I don't. I told you about the rocks. You've got to walk past in the front of the coral. Well, I just can't see them with this water stirred up. So my toes have asked me not to go in. Chickens are busy. That's really something. I'm so sorry I woke Yuri up. I'm so sorry, Yuri. I'm actually not. So these clever smartphones have a mind of their own. They're just like HAL 2000 computer in 2001 Space Odyssey. I was talking to Yuri a month or so ago, and the phone just decided to ring the computer shop and let them join the conversation. I don't know how that happens, but as you all know, you only need to think about something and you'll get 10 adverts for it to pop up without you asking for it. That's why I try to just use my phone as a phone. I try to see what app called Yuri, or Yuri called me on, or his phone called me, not phone, was it Ray-Bar? Yuri said to me last night, oh, you ought to be on WhatsApp. I said, no, I ought not to be on WhatsApp. I've got enough bloody apps that I don't want that have to use. Outgoing video, incoming video, so it wasn't Viber. So they use Ghost. What should it do? It wasn't Messenger, which I removed from my phone, but Beta or whatever it is, decided I couldn't remove it from my phone. Oh, there's just a complete ghost call. There's no record of it, and there's no record. Even more sinister of me calling Yuri back, because when I got the call I tried to swipe up to answer, but it wouldn't answer, so it rang off. I called him straight back, so there should be a record of me calling him, but there isn't. Total mystery. I loved the days when I had a Nokia 300 or whatever it was, which didn't have a camera, didn't have the internet, but was what it said it was, and that is a phone. But I've had to leap into the 21st century just to keep in touch with everyone here, or everyone there. Well, that's a mystery, isn't it? Okay, if that was a mystery call, my call to Yuri should be recorded, because I actually called him and spoke to him. Oh, I spoke to him on video, so I had a very sleepy face answer the phone, so it must have been one of the ones that was video. So that's got to be Facebook. that. There's boats coming along with the net. The unfortunate thing about this way of fishing is their nets are such fine mesh, they catch everything, so that includes young fish, but they do it either out of desperation. So they go along, the boat, motorised boat towing the big boat with the net. The guy is looking for signs of shoals of, I think they're looking for sardines actually, and if he sees signs then they'll run this bloody great net, very long net out, and try and encircle them, but in doing so they catch every other little fish that's in that part of the sea, and they're actually shooting themselves in the foot because they're reducing the fish stock. So that's my thumb. See, he's standing up. I don't know how to zoom this or anything. He's standing up, looking ahead, looking for signs of a shoal of whatever they go for. I think normally sardines. And what signs he sees, I don't know. You know, it's one of the signs I used to see when I was in the Marine Police in Hong Kong, was you see the birds gathering around and trying to peck at the fish, but I don't see that here. So who knows what he's actually looking for. Now, coming along from Dumaguete is the very large, you could say it's a liner, but it's a ferry that goes from Manila and stops at every port, comes down right the way to probably Jensad's the last port of call, and stopping everywhere. And I want to take this ferry. It's about 2 days or so. They have restaurants on board.